Patience is a key element of success. People always fear change. People feared electricity when it was invented, didn't they? If you are born poor, it's not your mistake, but if you die poor, it's your mistake. Of my mental cycles, I devote maybe 10% to business thinking. Business isn't that complicated. I wouldn't want that on my business card. I choose a lazy person to do a hard job, because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it. If geek means you're willing to study things, and if you think science and engineering matter, I plead guilty. If your culture doesn't like geeks, you are in real trouble. Legacy is a stupid thing. I don't want a legacy. I don't know has become I don't know yet. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning.
Dear friends, if you are a fan of Bill Gates, then you may check out these quotes poster with frame and without frame. These posters can make your home more cute and more attractive. And best book about Mr. Gates. If you're interested to buy these products, the buying link is in the description below.
Flipping burgers is not beneath your dignity. Your grandparents had a different word for burger flipping. They called it opportunity. Our success has really been based on partnerships from the very beginning. It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. This is a fantastic time to be entering the business world because business is going to change more in the next 10 years than it has in the last 50. The world won't care about your self-esteem. The world will expect you to accomplish something before you feel good about yourself. If you think your teacher is tough, wait till you get a boss. Be nice to nerds. Chances are you'll end up working for one. Expectations are a form of first-class truth. If people believe it, it's true. We all need people who will give us feedback. That's how we improve. Exposure from a young age to the realities of the world is a super big thing. Before you were born, your parents weren't as boring as they are now. I'm a big believer that as much as possible, and there's obviously political limitations, freedom of migration is a good thing. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. Television is not real life. In real life, people actually have to leave the coffee shop and go to jobs. We always overestimate the change that will occur in the next 2 years and underestimate the change that will occur in the next 10. Don't let yourself be lulled into inaction. If you can't make it good, at least make it look good. Life is not divided into semesters. You don't get summers off, and very few employers are interested in helping you. Find yourself. To win big, you sometimes have to take big risks. Don't compare yourself with anyone in this world. If you do so, you are insulting yourself. Effective philanthropy requires a lot of time and creativity, the same kind of focus and skills that building a business requires. We make the future sustainable when we invest in the poor, not when we insist on their suffering. Americans want students to get the best education possible. We want schools to prepare children to become good citizens and members of a prosperous American economy. The best way to prepare is to write programs and to study great programs that other people have written. I'm a great believer that any tool that enhances communication has profound effects in terms of how people can learn from each other. As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. I believe that if you show people the problems and you show them the solutions, they will be moved to act. Technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them, the teacher is the most important. I believe in innovation and that the way you get innovation is you fund research and you learn the basic facts. Everyone needs a coach. It doesn't matter whether you're a basketball player, a tennis player, a gymnast, or a bridge player. I really had a lot of dreams when I was a kid, and I think a great deal of that grew out of the fact that I had a chance to read a lot. Until we're educating every kid in a fantastic way, until every inner city is cleaned up, there is no shortage of things to do. I am not a topper in my university, but all toppers are working in my Microsoft company. If I'd had some set idea of a finish line, don't you think I would have crossed it years ago? The general idea of the rich helping the poor, I think, is important. We've got to put a lot of money into changing behavior. I was lucky to be involved and get to contribute to something that was important, which is empowering people with software. Whether I'm at the office, at home, or on the road, I always have a stack of books I'm looking forward to reading. The best teacher is very interactive. There is a certain responsibility that accrued to me when I got to this unexpected position. I have been struck again and again by how important measurement is to improving the human condition.